Another thing to watch for is at our church, what we do is we have a pretty big worship team, and we have different people that will lead different songs. I don't know if any of you do that. You may have, at any one service, we may have 3 or 4 different people leading a different song. Well, the sound guy needs to know who is leading out in that song, and even, of course, part of that's paying attention at rehearsal, and making yourself notes. That's a really good way to do, because I can't remember a lot of things. I need to write down stuff. Okay, the first song, Betsy Sue is leading. The third song, whatever. And you got to be careful with Betsy Sue. You know that. But know who's leading, and to be able to adjust the mix appropriately, because there's nothing worse than the guy out there just singing his heart out, leading the worship, and you can't hear him. And because you will affect the anointing in that service as much as anybody. You can make it or break it. You can kill an incredible anointing just by messing up the sound. And I hate to say that, but you can. And so pay attention to who's leading. If you're the kind of church that has maybe a guitar solo, pay attention to that and make sure that you see the guy up here doing this. Make sure that people can hear him doing this. Or the keyboard plays out at a certain part, or whatever. Or like I said in that one song that these guys were doing last night, the guys would sing a line and the women would sing a line. I need to pay attention to know that so I can adjust properly. You don't want to overdo it. When the guitar solo comes out, you don't want to go, yes, guitar solo. I had a guy used to do that. It's like, no, let's be a little more subtle than that, Maybe bump it up a little, but, let's not just go, we want everybody to hear this guy because I like guitars. And there's places where there'll be a song that we'll be doing a couple times through. Maybe on a course, we'll do a course with just the drums kicking. So at that point, our sound guy will maybe kick up the drums just a little bit to make it pop out, And then when everybody comes back in, remember, volume controls go down too. So once everybody else comes back in, brings the drums back to where they were. When the guitar solos, I had a guy that would turn up for the guitar solo and then just leave it there the rest of the service. It's like, no, bring it back down after it's over. And so just paying attention and knowing what's happening, I'm telling you, you can make a mix shine and really make the worship experience just so much more inviting just by the little things that you'll do when you're mixing the sound.